Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JD. I hope you've all had a great day. Before we carry on, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I really do appreciate it. I had a great time, but here we are. We're back with the daily uploads, and boy, do we have a video for you today. Candace Owens, I'm sure most of you tune into her, a well-known political figure, is getting a lot of people talking because of her appearance on the Whatever podcast. Now, I must say, I'm not too much of a fan of this podcast. That might be controversial to some, but I really do think, and I understand why they do this. I understand for the social media game, etc., but they get the lowest quality women on this podcast, and that's not disrespectful of me to say. For anybody who has watched it, I think you understand what I mean by that, and for anybody who hasn't watched it, you'll see what I mean by that. So they get the lowest of the low on this podcast, and then all men seem to think women are like that when they're obviously not, and it works both ways. However, seeing Candace Owens destroy S-workers on marriage and dating is a great sight to see, because that industry, I completely dislike it. It's one of the worst industries out there, and I think we all see the effects that industry as a whole is having on society, and for people to deny it's not affecting relationships, marriages, and dating as a whole, in my opinion, is just complete delusion. But before I carry on, if you could help out this video by leaving a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video, but nonetheless, let's get into it. So I've not actually seen anybody react to this because maybe it's on the extreme side, but there's a load of points Candace Owens raised that I completely agree with, and she's going to be debating a woman who sleeps with married men in the name of S therapy. Yes, the decline of Western societies is clearly upon us.
One point of clarification. So you're a sex therapist?
As sex workers, we're basically sex therapists.
I mean, I don't have a counseling degree. I have a master's degree in education.
We have
I'm
an article. You recently kind of went viral. Nick, can you pull up the article? Like, New York Post. New York Post. I'm a sex therapist.
Yes.
I sleep with clients to save marriages.
Oh my gosh! I didn't
They
realize
went
you were
crazy.
this person. I did see.
They went crazy.
Did you reacted to this, or you saw
almost
it?
did, but I'm here.
Just want to point out, as you all heard, there were many laughs about that article. That to me is very telling. Could be a sign of embarrassment from these women or that woman, or they genuinely think what they're doing is a great thing for society. It's a positive thing going forward, when it's completely not. The fact people have reached the point of using S therapists to fix their marriages, their relationships, just shows that those people shouldn't have been together in the very first place, because to be in a loving marriage doesn't mean you consider using outside people to fix it. You can go and see a marriage counselor, like a proper marriage counselor, but the fact people have resorted to S therapists, and once you indulge yourself within that realm, your marriage is destroyed anyway, because there is no way you can be together in a loving relationship whilst knowing your partner has slept with somebody else.
Sex therapist Olivia Bentley, takes a hands-on approach with her clients by sleeping with them. I've saved marriages, the Boise, Idaho native told Kennedy News, calling her work life-changing. I get physically involved with the majority of the people I see. I think that's part of the appeal. The veteran sex worker who spent 15 years in the industry claims that women have asked her to demonstrate sex acts on their husbands, while some wives grant their eager hubbies a hall pass to pay Bentley a visit. Good times.
Yeah.
Is that pretty accurate? I mean, so you save marriages by have.
You can see the disgust, sorry to pause it there, but you can see the disgust in Candace's face, and I completely resonate with that. You know, the fact society has reached this point is kind of concerning.
Having sex with the husband?
Well, I think the tabloids went a little crazy.
Oh, they
with the whole, you know, but
New York Post is known to,
yeah,
you know, okay.
They really, you know, went wild with it. But I do help a lot of couples that come in. One right now is asking me to lend a hand, and he's more of a beta, and she'd like him to be more of an alpha, and she wants me to work with him on being more just outwardly in control and aggressive in the bedroom.
I just don't know what to say. You know, trying to get into the minds of these people. If a woman is looking for her man to become more of an alpha, using an S therapist again isn't the first solution, right? She's basically encouraged him to go and sleep with another woman. destroying the relationship. That's not going to make him more of an alpha. Destroying your relationship is actually a beta thing to do if we're going to be using those terms. No alpha man goes out of his way to destroy the relationship just to sleep with somebody else in the hope I might become more masculine. What is going on?
There's a lot of different psychological needs and reasons why people would want to come and work with professional sex
and it's not to save their marriage.
Candace, it seemed like maybe you had something.
I think
on
it's
this.
the most outrageous thing I've ever heard. It's so in the realm of like dragons and mythical creatures that it's mythological creatures that it's hard to respond to. The idea that she's saving marriages, it's just.
You're in disbelief.
I'm actually in utter
belief.
disbelief that she is saving marriages.
Here's another example.
Sure.
Okay.
So like, and this has been, there's multiple clients that do this, where the wife will not have sex anymore. She went and said, look, when they were courting each other, she was down for sex. She was a sexual person. She was all about it. Then let's fast forward, they're married. We're married now. Contract solidified. I don't want to have sex anymore. Ew, this is gross. Oh, that's demeaning if you're asking me to do that.
So over time, the attraction has decreased. I would probably say there are deeper issues here. And whilst relationships go through all sort of struggles, all sort of problems, the fact people are reaching out to these people in the hope with this quick fix, we can be together in a happy relationship again, is completely delusional. It's almost like when people have children to save their marriage. Oh, let's just have a child and keep each other together. It's a false relationship. And maybe instead of going down this route, they should work it out, talk to each other. Maybe the art of conversation has completely disappeared. Men are scared to raise their issues to women. Men don't listen to the issues that women have.
So you're not saving marriages, you're helping people to keep up a farce that they are in a marriage.
Exactly.
Because at the very moment that you let someone else into your marriage, it's no longer a marriage.
No.
Yeah.
And guys
women,
will come in.
women have turned
Guys-
around and said, I will allow you to see a professional.
So they are not in a marriage. That's the
Well,
point.
they're
As soon
married.
as you
Or
lend
some of
your
their
spouse
wives are
out,
like dying from cancer and this, that, and the other. And
If I'm dying
is
from
even-
cancer and
and
my
somebody
husband
sleeps
goes
with
to sleep
somebody
with somebody, I
else,
swear to God.
Like
their
there are
husbands,
wives
their
that are
wives are the
one at a
ones that
time.
come.
Hold on, just one at a time, please. Go. Candace,
What?
were you?
I just would like to make the point that at the very moment that you loan your spouse out, especially if you're dying of cancer, so that they can get off, you're no longer in a marriage.
In no way, shape or form, if you're in a loving marriage relationship, you loan out your partner to an S therapist when you're on your bed dying of cancer. That's not the last wish a normal marriage would wish to act upon. And the fact we're having this conversation right now, the fact this debate is happening right now, it's good it's happening, right? It opens our eyes to many things going on in the world. I certainly didn't know it went on to this extent, but the fact we're having these debates, these conversations around relationships just shows that over time, the value in relationships are decreasing and people don't value them any longer. They don't see the benefits, the happiness that they can bring.
So it's just a farce. It's like it's a comical, you're pretending for people that you're in a marriage, that you're in a loving relationship. That's not what a marriage is. Mm-hmm. So to say that I help marriages, no, you help destroy marriages, and they can go out and say that we're still married because what we've done is we've essentially said, you take care of this aspect of the marriage. It's like saying, you raise the kids, you have sex with him. This isn't a marriage. It's the whole thing is fake, right?
What do you
Go
think
ahead.
that they should
I'll bring
do?
you in next.
What do you think that
they should work on their
circumstances-
marriage together. The union between a husband and a wife should work on their marriage together to fix it. You don't bring out an outside person to sleep with your husband
But
or
if
your
she's
wife.
saying, I'm not down for sex,
Then she
I
might be
want
down
you
for a
to- I want to
divorce.
outsource the sex.
What if she's
I
going to
want
die
you to
from
go to
cancer
this
and
professional.
she
One
wanted him and she allowed him to do that?
This is hilarious. The fact that this woman sat there is trying to use these extreme situations to justify this line of work is crazy.
Because he needed to get off some way or shape.
While she was dying of cancer, one of the last things on her mind was,
This is a real life. This is a
Well,
real
he
life.
shouldn't want
This is a
to.
real life. Yeah, this was a real. I'm asking you.
And is that what he told you?
This, yeah.
That
So
his wife that's dying of cancer wanted him to come have sex with you?
not with me. This is from what I've heard. Yes.
Somebody told you
Right.
that there's that
Yeah, I
as a
refuse
dying
to believe
wish.
that
My
happened.
Yes.
dying
So
wife
how would
said,
you
please
want
go
that?
have sex with a prostitute?
I saw it
at a
on
brothel."
TikTok.
I'm just gonna call bull. on that altogether.
No,
I just don't
because
think
it does
when you're dying
happen.
of
It
cancer,
happens.
going through leukemia.
People will literally bring their guys here.
Please
Okay.
bring them on the
Okay.
podcast.
I just want to
Essie,
say
go ahead.
that
Absurd
it's
scenario I've ever heard in my life.
there's
A lot of crazy shit.
The cancer thing is crazy.
It's just the most absurd.
The cancer thing is
He lied.
crazy.
He lied.
But
Yeah, I would say
outside
no.
of
I
that,
think it's
I
not
don't
funny.
think that it's up to any of us what constitutes a marriage because every relationship is different.
Well,
so
the Bible.
if a husband, okay, but
These words
if you're
have
not,
meaning.
Not,
But not
everyone is
everybody's-
religious.
not
Well,
everybody's
wait, hold on. Is
Like
that a
saying,
cross
It
necklace?
doesn't constitute,
Yeah,
like, what do you,
Wait,
yeah.
okay, really quick.
Not everybody's
Since
religious.
we're talking about religion really quick. Okay, you have a cross necklace, but then your shirt says "Made in Hell."
Yes, it
Can you-
does.
I'm a little confused.
Ironic.
That just tells you all you need to know about these sort of people. An S worker wearing a cross whilst wearing a t-shirt that says "Made in Hell." It's completely symbolic of the times today. It really is.
I mean,
I'm a little confused.
the stone is red, so it matched, you know.
But why are you wearing a cross
Are you
on your neck?
color coordinating with your necklace?
Because I don't see a cross as religious, so
Okay,
Oh,
just
wait.
like you don't
Necklace
see
was
a
cute.
marriage as religious. So these
I don't
words
think that a
they don't
marriage-
have meaning. This is why it's like we're at a stage where people are like, "What is a woman?" Because they just go, "Well, we're going to call it a marriage, but we're going to sleep with other people. We're going to bring in prostitutes. We're going to outsource raising the kids, or we're never going to have kids." You're calling it a family. It's not a family, and this is what it is. The words have no meaning.
People who work in this sort of line, I guess, and people who indulge in it really do stand for everything and anything. So in the end, they stand for nothing, because somebody who stands for something that is righteous as well would not even consider wearing a cross and being an S worker and wearing a t-shirt that says "Made in Hell."
Right? I'm wearing the cross. Why? I don't know. I don't think of it as religious. Okay, well, Jesus Christ died on the cross.
you think that.
Oh,
That's what you think.
Wait.
It's
That's
been
what
proven.
what? Nah. Are you serious?
So why
It's
are you wearing the
proven.
cross?
Sex
Because I think it's
worker
cute.
is a
I think that the
more
design is cute.
Yeah.
better
Wait,
term.
really
I
quick.
grew up
Hold on.
Catholic. I was religious, and I'm not
Prostitution,
anymore. I
being
don't have to
called-
believe in what you believe, and I can say that if
I didn't say
somebody's-
you had to believe. I asked you a question.
But
I
you're
said, why are
telling
you
me,
wearing the cross?
Okay, and you're saying that the religious aspect of marriage is the only thing that matters. It's not, because people don't follow what you believe.
Okay, I asked you why you're wearing the cross, and you said because you thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
glad
do.
we got an answer. She's wearing the
Okay.
cross around her neck because she thinks it's cute.
I do.
Would
I'm
you
not religious.
also wear like a Star of David?
It's cute.
As
Well,
like
because-
if it was cute, would you wear
Well,
it?
okay, well,
I
I
just
don't know
mean like
where we're going-
I'm
where this is
asking that
going.
because I wonder.
Well,
like
I
my
have-
guess is that you would think that
gotta talk.
maybe you wouldn't wear a Star of David because you're like, oh, this is maybe like disrespectful to people who are.
Are you making the
Jewish.
argument? Maybe. I mean,
No, I'm just.
the secular.
It's a very
here,
good question.
I'm just saying.
Devil's advocate here. Secular argument. Someone might just say that the cross is just maybe it's more aesthetically pleasing even for an atheist. I don't know.
Sure,
I
but
don't know.
liberals
Okay,
are all about
look.
like having
Would you wear, like, a
respect and
yarmulke 'cause
tolerance.
it's, like,
So I'm
cute?
just like wondering if you
I'm
think
asking,
it's.
would you wear a yarmulke? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
cute.
I think those are very
Oh,
different
are you talking
things.
like
Why is the
blasphemy?
Yeah, I'm
cross
saying-
different
I'm
from the
s- I'm-
yarmulke?
I'm just.
I mean, I was
asking-
raised Catholic, and that's just
Would
not
you
something
wear
that
a
I believe
yarmulke if
anymore.
you thought it was cute?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, a yarmulke is completely different than
No,
a cross
it's-
that's been
it's
adapted.
not.
And this is what it just comes down to. People, oh, I don't care what anything means. You know, I don't care if it causes offense until I'm offended. Then it's the issue. Oh, I'm just going to wear the cross and be a sex worker and wear a t-shirt that says "Made in Hell." You know, oh, I don't care about Christianity or anything for that matter. You know, I just think it's cute.
You can
Symbols
buy a
of,
cross
like, a re-
necklace anywhere.
There's symbols of a
Okay,
religious.
the argument of why it's different basically would come down to like how Catholicism has been practiced versus Judaism, in the sense that like Catholics did use the cross symbol, tried to emplace it like in indigenous populations, tried to spread it as much as possible, and that's why in modern day a lot of people think that's like more okay, because it was meant to be popularized. It was meant to be a symbol that the masses should look up to and should see in general, versus Jewish symbols.
Okay.
I would argue didn't go through that.
I think we're kind of
So a
derailing a little.
justification for disrespecting the cross. I mean, like a lot of these women on here have done, they've tried to justify their line of work, use words that don't really mean anything, and just shows they, as I said, they stand for everything, which means in the end they stand for nothing. We have completely destroyed the value of marriages and relationships just to please whatever fantasies people have. I couldn't imagine being in a loving relationship, a loving marriage, and going about this way. But maybe, you know, this is a new trend that I need to get caught up on. You know, maybe this is the new thing. Yeah. But what do you guys think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think about what Candace Owens said? There are multiple clips of her sort of going about the same route, and it is cool to see sometimes. So leave your thoughts down below. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.